New this morning, Albuquerque City Councilors want to say in how the city's future police chiefs are chosen, so they've approved a plan to do just that.
Currently, only the mayor makes the call, but late last night in a 7-2 vote, the council approved a measure requiring councilors confirm the police chief selected by the mayor. The councilor could remove the chief with 2/3 of the vote. This measure now goes before voters who must approve the changes to the city charter in a referendum. This move comes as Albuquerque faces more protests from police critics who are angry that officials are not doing enough as reforms recommended by the Department of Justice begin to take place. Last night, there was a strange clash with a protester over a U.S. flag.
This flag behind me needs to be removed.
If not, I would ask the staff to please remove that flag.
You have a flag behind you, Council President.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The protester eventually folded and the city council got to work. Earlier this month, demonstrators packed the council chambers demanding that Police Chief Gordon Eden face a citizen's arrest. Councilors had to abruptly end that meeting. Councilors last night did sign off on a new budget.
It gives city workers a pay hike and police officers an even bigger raise. The $500 million budget gives APD officers a 5% raise. Other city workers are set to get 3%. The budget also sets aside $2 million for the Department of Justice reforms for APD.
It shows a serious commitment to the DOJ recommendations that will come out and our commitment to reform and just doing what it takes to make sure that we're turning the page.
The mayor still has to sign off on the budget and the pay hikes before they become official. Well, a warning for you now at 5:02. This next story is graphic and disturbing. We now have lapel camera video showing the DWI arrest of a UNM law student who says an APD officer roughed him up so badly doctors had to remove one of his testicles.
Sit down right now, I want to mace you. It's real simple.
Mace me.
Sit down, I want to mace you,
Mace
sir.
me. Mace me, please. I would love for you to mace me. That would be fantastic.
Sit down. Sit down.
Well, the officer pulled out his taser when Jeremy Martin continued to ignore his demands right here and sit down on the curb. Martin instead begged the officer to let him go. Eventually, Martin says the officer kneed him in the groin and severely hurt his testicle.
Sir.
Turn around, sir. Turn around.
Stop using your aggressive force. Don't kick me in the nuts. Oh, you better
Get on the ground.
Don't kick me in the nuts.
Martin was arrested on DWI and marijuana possession charges. One of his friends was filming the arrest on his cell phone, and now the lapel camera video shows the officer grab the phone, find the video clip, and it looks like he deletes it. The officer was put on desk duty after that. Liz?
The woman claims she was roughed up so badly by police, she is now suing the city. We're not showing the photos because some viewers may find it too graphic. But on special assignment last night, we told you that officers went to an Albuquerque apartment for a domestic dispute and arrested Mary Drake. When they put Drake in the back of the squad car, she bled on the seat. Officers say she was on her menstrual cycle. When APD tried to get her into a protective suit, officers say her hand slipped out of the cuffs and she became combative. Police lapel videos obtained by News 13 do not, however, capture the moment when she was taken to the ground. Drake's attorney says that is not a coincidence.
Lapel cameras are only as good as the officers who wear them. And officers can disable them, they can cover them, they can turn them off, and they usually do that when there's something to hide.
Drake has filed a civil federal rights lawsuit. The city refuses to comment on pending litigation. You can watch the entire report on our website, KRQE.com, or you can tune in tonight on 2 Casa Fox at 9.
The Veterans Hospital here in Albuquerque may be deeply involved in a scandal of long treatment delays for some seriously ill vets. A national report now says a massive cover-up may be going on here. A person identified as a VA doctor here in Albuquerque gave detailed examples to the online news magazine The Daily Beast. This whistleblowing doctor says some workers at the Albuquerque VA have spent the last few weeks trying to hide or destroy evidence of delays and secret waiting lists. New Mexico Senator Tom Udall says the doctor's claims match what he has heard.
I'm increasingly outraged by what I hear. This is another set of allegations that I think are very, very serious, and we need to get to the bottom of this.
A spokesperson for the Albuquerque VA tells us they are ordering an outside investigator to look into all of this. U.S. Senator Tom Udall says he wants an end to the bonuses and other financial rewards that doctors and staff get to cover up wait lists. New Mexico is one of at least 6 states accused of hiding these huge waiting lists.
Hot, low humidity, and wind. It's all a bad combination for fire crews battling the signal fire. It's been burning now for more than a week just north of Silver City. Over the weekend, crews secured and reinforced fire lines. It's now 75% contained. Yesterday, crews fought the fire in 80-degree weather and wind gusting up to 38 miles per hour. The forecast is calling for more hot and dry weather. Meanwhile, an air quality alert has been issued in the city. It remains in effect until 2 o'clock today. It's because of the smoke from the skunk wildfire that is burning in Arizona. The city says the smoke from this big fire will settle across Albuquerque. Lightning started this fire about a month ago on the San Carlos Apache Reservation in southeastern Arizona. It has now grown to 27,000 acres.
The State Environment Department says dozens of nuclear waste containers from Los Alamos lab that contain the same material suspected of causing the radiation leak at the WIPP could be a threat to health and the environment. Investigators think waste from the lab was packed in containers with nitrate salts and organic kitty litter, a combination that started a chemical reaction and caused the leak. The state now says only 2 of the 57 containers packed that way are known to be at WIPP. It is not said where the others are. Now, we do know Los Alamos sent some waste to a commercial site in West Texas for when the leak closed the WIPP. The others could still be at the lab. Lanel insists it is making sure the containers are not a health or safety threat. Yesterday, the state gave the lab 2 days to come up with a definite plan for securing all of the containers.
And a new website is showing oil and gas-related spills have increased in New Mexico. The Carlsbad Current Argus reports that the Center for Western Priorities built a map using years of data by the state's Energy, Minerals, and Natural Resources Department. It shows in 2008, about 470 spills were reported in the southeast. That has jumped to more than 600 last year. The Oil and Gas Association says the spills are small, considering there are more than 50,000 producing wells in the state. By the way, spills in Colorado are also mapped. We've posted a link on our website. Just go to krqe.com and click on links.